So my first class of the week at Millstreet was the 1 meter class on Fiona. Fiona was very excited. In the warm-up she was extremely excited. It's just the biggest atmosphere she's ever been in, and there was so many horses, and she was just very, very excited. And as you can see, the start of our round was quite messy. She was very hard to control. It didn't help that the course was really twisty, so we were constantly turning, and we just didn't really suit Fiona, but it's good for us to learn to do these courses because we're going to have to do them eventually. She does settle down over the round and start jumping a little bit better, but just the constant turning and stuff was just getting her a bit wound up, so it wasn't ideal. But I was proud of her to go into a very spooky area, loads of distractions, and then she just jumped everything. Like, she was very good. She just tipped one pole, and that person looks like she's running away from me, but I swear I wasn't about to run her down. Oh my god, that actually looks like a tumour. Welbeck, she just doesn't care. It's gonna stay there. Get her some hay, and then Welbeck's all tucked up for the night. A clean bed, food and water. Good girl, Welbeck. She always puts her leg up like that when she eats. Good night, Welbeck. My first class of the day is the 110 with Fiona. That could be fun. Hopefully it goes well. Morning, Welbeck. I'm glad I put that cover on you. Yeah, dirty yoke. Fiona is all ready to go for her 110. Good girl, Fiona. Don't look that excited either. Come on. Hey! So the 110 the second day was so much better than the meter the day before. The arena was a good bit bigger and the course was just a little bit nicer. Unfortunately, this horse likes to stand in the way of the video. This happens twice and I do apologise. But yeah, she knocked one fence in this round. It is the double coming up, but unfortunately you don't see it because of that horse standing in the way. But basically she jumps in really big over the first part, which is an oxer, and then just doesn't get up quite in time for the second part, which is a vertical, and tips that. But I was pretty happy with her, seeing as the only reason she knocked it was because she jumped so good into it. So we won't beat ourselves up about that too much. And you can see there she has a much nicer rhythm. The turns are a lot smoother. She's kind of listening to me. We're getting nice strides. And over this last fence, she jumps unreal, like so good. And yeah, I was just so happy with her. She was a very good girl. Fiona was such a good girl. Except now she won't let me video. You were so good, Fiona. She was super careful. It was just a stupid rider mistake, but I couldn't ride her properly enough to get over the second part of the double. She just keeps eating the hay. Oh, now she's gonna make friends, have a big squeal. Good girl, Welbeck, you look very fancy. Oh, don't have a big squeal. So I rode this first fence absolutely terribly with absolutely no rhythm, no anything. I don't know what I was doing. It's my first round in a long time on her, and I think I just kind of forgot how to ride her. I don't know what happened. Anyway, the rest of the round is a lot better. So it is a pity about that first fence, but yeah, it just took us a fence to get back into the swing of things, I think. So this week, so at Millstreet, we did the international with Welbeck. It's my first time doing an international. So I was doing the silver tour, which was 125 and 130 classes throughout the week. This was the very first class. It was 125. It was 2-phase, so you jump the first half, and then if you go clear, you jump the jump off. Unfortunately, because of the first fence, I did not go clear. But yeah, she was pretty good. As I was saying, I haven't really jumped her in a while, and she's so different to Khal and Fiona. So it was kind of hard to get back into the swing of things. And she was also very hot because she hasn't jumped in a while. But after the 125, I had to go straight into the 130, which you're going to see now in a second.
Holly with the rowan, chestnut mare, 10 years of age, Welbeck by Welsh Olsen, Holly Lenahan. Welbeck, 63.
So I was much happier with how I rode this 130. I was in the main international arena, which was kind of scary, and it was a very spooky arena, but Welbeck was an absolute pro, of course. She's not a very spooky horse, luckily. So yeah, it was 130, you know, it was up to height, it was quite technical, but I was really happy with how I rode. I was a bit more positive. Unfortunately, this double coming up, I'm not sure exactly what I could have done better. Maybe I was a little bit dead to the first part, needed a bit more leg and to sit up a bit, but yeah, she just tipped it, which was unfortunate. But she jumped the rest very nicely. She was making a nice shape over them. She jumped quite high over that one. And yeah, I was really happy with her first time in the international. It was kind of just like a psychological thing as well to be in that arena, but yeah, no, I was happy with both of us.
Well, finishing on the 4 then, 4 in the first phase for Holly Lenahan and Welbeck, 4 points.
You're just staring blankly at me there for a second. Khal! Khal's more interested in cuddles. Hey. Come here. You professional horse. Yes.
He's out getting his hoof, why not?
Go onto my Facebook and see where the link goes.
You're like Katie. You like cushions. Hmm? You're just staring blank.
So this was Khal's first round in Millstreet. It was the 4-year-old 1 metre class. I was obviously feeling a bit brave when I entered him because he's never done a metre before this show. And it's a pretty big atmosphere to do his first metre, but he absolutely aced it. He was so good. There was a few spooky fillers, like that first fence was quite spooky, but he was really good. But then this third fence was very spooky and he was not sure, but he jumped it. He was so good. Yeah, I was really happy with him. The majority of his round was quite good. He has a good rhythm. There's places like that he just shows his greenness and he gets a bit wobbly, but it's all just improving so much. He's just so much braver. I can't believe it. Like when I compared to his first show and I couldn't even get him over a double, and now he's flying around and here's the double coming up and he is so brave into doubles now. I don't know what happened, but after that show where he didn't like the double, he just like turned around and he's nearly too brave into them now. He flies into them. Here I think he was getting a bit tired or distracted and just kind of tipped that one, especially looking into the warm-up, and here it was a bit wobbly and it was to the last fence and I don't think he was thinking about the fence, but these are all just baby mistakes and I'm very happy with him. So I just finished riding Khal and he was so good. I'm really pleased. He was a little bit spooky to one fence but then jumped it. I don't really mind him tipping 2 poles. Like, I know he has jump and I know he's careful. He just gets distracted in new places and he's only 4. It's only like his 3rd show, so I was absolutely delighted with him. I also used this fly veil on him and he was way better. I think he was a bit more focused a little bit. He was definitely neighing a lot less, so yes, happy with this. They're the thick ear ones. See? They're very thick. So now I'm going to wash him because he was really dirty for this round, but I didn't have time to wash him beforehand. But I'm jumping him tomorrow morning, so I'm going to wash him now. Also, this vlog has been absolute rubbish for me talking. I'm just talking now for absolutely no reason, even though I haven't been doing it at all. Well, enjoy. I hope you're enjoying this vlog full of random clips from throughout the day. I didn't even like video me arriving or like explain where I am. I'm gonna have to film that at the end and put it in the very start. I'm useless at vlogging, I'm sorry. Relax. Good boy. All settled in for the night. So is Khal. I'm gonna take that cooler off him now because I gave him a wash earlier. Look how red he is. Oh wow, it looks cool. Good boy, Khal. He was a very grown-up boy today. Good night, Welbeck. Good night, Welbeck.